Hey everybody. So we're doing our next set of labs here, the Combustion Reactions Lab. We're going to mostly be manipulating the Bunsen burners in the room. In the first procedure, we're going to try to limit the oxygen from the Bunsen burner, see what that does. Then we're going to run it still with less oxygen, not optimal, and then we're going to run it correctly with the right amount of oxygen and see the difference in our flames and products of the reaction. All right, so for this, we will be using pretty simple. Oops. You want to. Right there. Okay. So in the Bunsen burner manipulation, you have a couple different settings. You have the setting for the amount of propane coming in. We're not really going to mess with that. And we have a setting for the amount of oxygen coming in. That's what we're going to be manipulating. You don't usually run your Bunsen burner in this fashion, but we're going to cut the oxygen supply down to almost none. And we're going to use this clean evaporating dish just to see what happens. In the actual experiment, you would have this run for, 10 minutes or so, but I think we'll probably be able to see the results pretty quickly here. What I want you to notice is the color. You might also be able to see soot coming off. And if I lift the evaporating dish, you can see that there's quite a bunch of buildup already of this matte black kind of finish on there. All right, we'll set that off the side on our ceramic mat so it doesn't crack. And now we'll go for experiment 2. So experiment 2 is going to be kind of a 50-50 mixture where you have complete combustion for most of the flame, and then you still have a little bit of improper burn at the top. All right, so observations about that flame. You have multiple colors now. There isn't any visible soot floating through the air like we had in the last reaction. And if we look at the bottom of an evaporating dish, you can see a little bit of discoloration along the top, but the bottom is just hot and no buildup there like we saw in the first reaction. All right, lastly, we're going to set this up correctly so that our flame is the characteristic Bunsen burner flame with no discoloration. Does this fit? No. Let's try to use, this one's got some material on it, but from the last go at it. So this is a proper way a Bunsen burner should be set up following reaction 3. This is how you would use it in a normal lab setting. It shouldn't deposit any carbon, shouldn't deposit any buildup on your evaporating dish. And it will run a complete combustion meaning that it doesn't have any side products that might be dangerous. So that's the third reaction. So take down your observations, try to come up with predictions for the combustion reactions, and later on we'll do some examples together to see how those might have behaved in the lab setting. All right, great. Check back with you later.